Sachidanandamurtaye Nisprapanchaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tejase Niralambaya Tejase Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Satchidanandamurtaye Nisprapanchaya Shantaya Om. Hi Sue, welcome everyone. I'm going to bliss out for a minute here in the drone. Let's let some people tune in. Tuning into the self, the deep self. Noticing gravity, finding your ground, establishing that base chakra, solid. Hi Melissa, hi Marilyn, namaste everyone. Fresh breath, beautiful feeling coming in. Making this choice to go inside. That's intention, conspiring with awareness. And we add our beautiful frequency. And we can actually transmit frequencies. Like I'm receiving your frequencies, you're receiving my frequencies. We're adding to the app portfolio of our frequencies. And just feel that the expansion taking place. Breathing through the nose. Essentially, we're transacting with the vacuum. There's this 0 point reality in the air that is kind of doing a photon exchange, right? So time and space emerge out of this vacuum. Our sense of being, all this prana that just emits out of the molecules of the universe, and here we are. So let's say this next minute, we're just going to store up some Shakti. Right? There is a lot of Shakti in the atmosphere. There seems to be solar flares going on. It's spring. The Taurus energy is strong. Just let that life force fill you up. Like that first chakra, Mother Earth, linking to the infinite potential of the planet. The great love of the Mother. And Carl Jung in 1932 was at a conference where he was describing that psychological hygiene is something we can do as a chakra ascension modality, right? 1932. And so he advised that we do what we've been doing the last few sessions, just to start at the base and work your way up and assist the Kundalini, assist that evolutionary fire, assist in the release of toxins and tendencies and kind of stuff that mungs us up. And so what we've been looking at lately is this idea that the Kundalini is asleep in the first chakra. And then she begins this journey, right? As she's asleep, we're awake in the world, but we need to be more awake in the spiritual world. And so Shri Ma Kundalini begins her magic And into that second chakra we go. It's like an ocean of death, rebirth, subconscious, unconscious. Who am I? Watery wonder world. So we're just noticing this. The second chakra, we're just reviewing. It's kind of like almost a dumping ground, right? It's kind of an astral corridor of stuff, right? We don't know what to do with it. It sort of floats into the second chakra, kind of mungs up our relations. It's kind of like having too much stuff in your house, right? It just sort of blocks things, bad feng shui. So we move up through this relational chakra. It's governed by all sorts of forces. But essentially we're moving today into the rising sun, into the Manipura Chakra, the third chakra, solar plexus, full of light. Translates to city of jewels, Manipura, good for manifesting. So this is, we could say, where we become the warrior. Right? It's where we take hold of the reins, go out into the world, project the self, construct a self, be the ego we are. And that's a healthy thing, right? There's an important individuation process of becoming somebody. So this is the third chakra. You can feel it when other people clash with you, like a clash of wills, right? You feel it like, you feel it in the gut. In the same way that the third eye is this highly refined intelligence at the top that's sort of governing what we think and do. This Manipura fire chakra is digesting your food, toning your organs, basically crunching your reality down however it needs to, right? That could be busting ideas, concepts, assimilation of every kind. So just noticing this. It rules the small intestine, the adrenal glands, stomach, spleen. Small intestine in the Chinese system is the husband of the heart. The heart is ruled by fire. So you could say the solar plexus chakra is supporting these 4 fire organs that move up into the chest. Small intestine, heart, and invisible organs of pericardial sheath and what's called triple warmer. So the balance between the head, the heart, and the gut. Fire is ruled by the shape of the tetrahedron, according to Plato. So when we get mad at people, in a sense, we're sort of shooting them with tetrahedrons, and they're kind of sharp and edgy. And some people say if we get really depressed, there's thousands of tetrahedrons are showing up in our auric field from who knows where, right? Other people's free-floating tetrahedrons, other people's stuff, right? It's viral in that regard, right? Even thoughts kind of float around and contaminate things. So we use that fire organ power to purify, burn up the garbage, burn up the samskaras, burn up the traumas, allow for the individuation. It's like we arise out of the ocean, kind of like Venus on the half shell, right? It's this month of Taurus, ruled by Venus. Jupiter has just moved into Pisces. This is very good for, if you're waiting for money, you're waiting for good stuff to come to you. Jupiter moving into Pisces. It's just, you might have already felt it today, right? Good stuff is happening. If you're in the Middle East, sadly, there's Uranus is tearing up the countryside, right? The Taurus is being exploded by this Uranus force, bombs, not good. So we just send some love that direction, sort of mollify the toxicity, drop it into the earth. So just take a minute, meditate, just feel the potency of your third chakra. Manipura, city of jewels. When we focus like this, we're activating it with intention. Moving that prana up and through. The third chakra is like a storehouse of pranas, power vector chakra. I'm just feeling all this power we're sort of storing up there. Breathing through the nose. Just feeling the peace. Just making it even more subtle. When you focus on fire element, it starts to rise up. It's ruled by the ram, this budding animal. It's very headstrong, like Aries people. Powerful. Feel that fire element working on your food, moving through your blood. It's the Agni principle, moving through your eyes, lighting up your dreams. Spiraling your blood. Agni, solar principle, fire principle. Breathing, exhaling, letting stillness work its magic. just linking into think of it as the raw feed, right? Going past all the thoughts, past the resistance, just beautiful raw feed. This reality, first order process, just washing over you. The less filters, the better. Just breathing, transcending habituation, going into the fresh feeling, and then noticing what's happening when your attention is going somewhere aside from just the attention. The mindfulness of what else is going on around that. What are the sensations as you're thinking in your brain, in your heart? This opens up the field more. You can hear the sound of the molecules vibrating in your ears. The sound of the breath coming in and out. Just dropping into this deepness, beautiful feeling. And you can track pain back to its source. It's an interesting thing to do. You feel the embodiment of the pain. It comes from the action. It comes from some desire. It usually comes from some kind of wrong identification, where you think you're the body, think you're the mind, which you are, but you're also not, right? So this deeper sense of awareness has to overcome that ignorance. And then that liberates the pain, right? It's this chain of pain. All starts with that misperception. You identifying with the external reference. You think you're the body. You think you're all this stuff. And so just breathing back into home base, good feeling, inside out. Good to be home feeling. And if it feels murky and clogged and blocked, well, maybe it is. So keep bringing this prana shakti up and through, burning up the stuff, melting away the samskaras, which is that big field of peace. Use a little sound here to carve up some inner territory. Just absorbing that. Durge, Durge Jai Jai Ma. Durge, Durge, Durge Jai Jai Ma. Jaya Durge, Jaya Durge, Jaya Durge, Jaya Durge, 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 Shive, Shive, Durge, Durge, Shive, Shive, Jaya Durge, Jaya Durge, Jaya Durge, Jaya Durge, 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 Shive, Shive, Durge, Durge, Shive, Shive, Jaya Durge, Jaya Durge, Jaya Durge, Jaya Durge, 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 Shive, Shive, Durge, Durge, Shive, Shive. Durge, Durge, Shive, Shive, Durge, Durge, Shive, Shive. Just feel all those photons activating in your heart. That new sweet feeling that comes from the chanting, strengthening the immune systems. It's like a magic, right? When we sing creation into being. It's an ancient shamanic art. And we've been doing it since time began. Just feeling that, the rumbling, the movements in the chest, the elixirs that are produced in the chemistry of the brain as the nadis are stimulated, the lunar nadis and the solar nadis. And just breathing. It's like the body's chemical genius factory. It makes better drugs than anything they've got. Your body can make it better. Those cheap imitations of melatonin, the body can make it much better. So we're just tuning into this fantastic factory of sublime and divine chemistry. And just noticing your blood spiral right now. Feel that laminar flow. Whoa. We're just basking in the glow. Good feeling in the heart. My eyes have gone fuzzy, so I'm going to read up on what you're writing. Better than anything they've got. That's it. Sing it, Deanna. All right. That's right. Just going for that inner chemistry. All right. What wondrousness do you want to create in your heart, mind, in your brain, in your body? Just cook up some delicious thoughts for dinner here. The active imagination is, it's almost like a faucet. You just turn it on and it just flows. It's better than this like contractive thoughts that are kind of gnarly and sticky. We're just going to let them all just ride like a Vegas slide. So that movement is Shakti, not just thoughts, right? Let the Shakti hijack you tonight. Let the criminal mind stand aside. Just park that old mental operation like an old jalopy. Just park it out back. Turn it off. Breathe. Whoa. The miracle is here. We are the miracle. So awesome. Just breathing it in. That's right. We're the tree of life. Right? The spine is the tree of life. Just feel this wondrous assembly, this stack of worlds. Carl Jung would suggest we just rise up through, experience all the wondrousness. So when you're bubbling in the solar plexus, right, we can get that alchemical chamber ready for the heart. So we can just feed that Shakti right into the heart, open up the heart. Radical forgiveness ceases the projection, neutralizes negative thoughts in other people about you if they have them. Just sort of pulls the plug on all kinds of funky stuff. We breathe. And this is a song called The Phi of I. Phi ratio, golden mean proportion. I invite you to rumble up your throat. You want to sit here? Rumble with me. We're going to join the rumble. Get your rumble in a tumble. Rumble. Money, 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 money. I want my mommy, mommy. Hey, 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 money. Hey. in our mother's eye, expanding from the center in the spiral of pi. A Fibonacci series, the phi of I, and you put it all together and you got to ask why. The how, the why of me. This is our personal geography. The who and the how, the why of me. This is our personal mythology. Poetic in purpose, with healing intent. And this is why our journey feels heaven sent. And we're made of water and living light. We're all made of the billion stars you see at night. The who and the how, the why of me. This is our personal geography. The who and the how, the why of me. This is our personal mythology. Na 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 na, na 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 na. We are the puzzle, we are the bits. We'll grasp the whole and every piece fits. The miracle of you, the miracle of me, just goes on for eternity. Started as a sparkle in our mother's eye, expanding from the center in the spiral of pi. A Fibonacci series, the phi of I. You put it all together and you got to ask why. Let's do a little, it's the bee meditation. Is a way of getting your, what's happened to the screen here? Is it okay? Can you still see me? It seems to have gone dark. We're going to do the vzz sound. We're going to do it from the back here, and it goes into the Z's here, and then up into your forehead. And you can plug up an ear here, and you can plug up a nostril there, and you can do it in both sides, whatever you want. You can grab your crown, I'm just going to do this interesting little sound technology where you just run the sound of V-I-Z through your brain. Seems kind of crazy, but it's cool, right? It busts up the molecules, anything that's stuck, kind of gives it a shake up. How come we got so dark on this screen here? Let me just see if I can fix that. Ah, there we go. Let there be light. Okay, so let's drop back inside. Let all that sound technology run its course through you. Just opening up that space that is the heart above it. So we're feeding fire with fire. Breathing through the nose like bellows. Pumps up that fire. Opens up the heart. Going back to that primal mother. The amniotic ocean we came out of. Like the rising sun. Beautiful, upward moving cleanse. And breathing through the nose. Feel that softening. It's like you should be able to sort of wave like a willow tree on your base a little more now. Sort of meditative energies have kind of gumbied us up a little bit, right? Clearing out any fear. Fear, completely useless stuff, unless you're in danger. But let's say, just delete that stuff. It's just weakening us. So the solar chakra, the Manipura chakra, is kind of about that, right? You want to blow out all the fear, blow out all the accumulations into mightiness, into stamina, into discipline, power. Because essentially is the chakra that is negotiating with the world. And so this is ultimately like where we're learning power dynamics. And so if we've nested it properly in the warrior, let's say in that archetype of the chakra, you'll be a warrior, not a worrier, right? That's what we want. We want this, not a servant of the sort where we're feeling like, oh, I'm just, poor me, humble, but overly so, makes you weak kind of deal. Not good. This chakra is the opposite of that. This chakra is like powers you up, Again, just noticing this. It is in the material realms. It is worldly power, you could say. But that's important too, right, for accomplishing anything. Well, let's say it's the precursor and the basis of, let's say, our ongoing work, right? Anyone's ongoing work for opening the heart and then supporting these higher centers. It's got to be strong in the base. So we're breathing, feeling that potency. Here's some fun wording, languaging. You may be all-knowing, but where are you going? In the center of your spin is the part that looks within. The new déjà vu, where what you remember remembers you. That's not original, by the way. My mind does not stop at my skin. There's no bottom to the lake within. The ether isn't air, so it's not there either. And as I mentioned earlier, if you've joined us recently, or maybe I didn't mention this, maybe that was in a session earlier with someone, this mystic Omram Ivanov says, no one on earth is as intelligent as a ray of sunlight. No one, not even the greatest genius. Sunlight, wow. So this Kundalini is bursting through the knots, bursting through the blocks. That's what we want. We're just inviting the fire element up. Because the world tends to want to suppress and compress it, right? It kind of wants to limit our, or certainly distract us, put it that way. I don't know if it intends to limit us, but it is distracting. So balancing it out with this inside-out referencing. That's ultimately what meditation is, right? So we get the right perspective from the global inside-out deal, where you are like a mini god, right? There's this great movie called Superhuman, The Invisible Becomes Visible, something like that. It's on Amazon Prime. It's one of the most amazing unfoldings of sort of the newer science about frequency and DNA and remote healing and all these things. So check it out. Highly recommend it. It's very profound. You can maybe not digest it in one gulp, but there's lots of amazing sections that are definitely, it's the future of information, right? It's new information coming in about, well, here's one little interesting tidbit, that since our DNA doubles every 600,000 years, evidently, in complexity, and you track that back, the DNA is older than the planet from that perspective, and so it's a star seed, right? All DNA evidently is older than the planet, so we're hybrids from that point of view. Returning to our star baby status. So feel the star baby status in you, right? The light that's expanding, moving into this photon belt as we approach the Pleiades from this grand cycle of the solar system, is moving more into that, those airwaves. So we're feeling the pressure, the celestial pressure to expand. That's a good thing. We can surf it. Let's take a minute. Just take that in. Just, what does it mean that the whole planet is expanding? The whole universe is expanding. Our consciousness is expanding. Just feel that. You're bigger than yesterday. You're way more expanded than 2 weeks ago. And speaking of that, one of the secrets of forgiveness may just be getting really big, right? Then it makes that little problem so trivial, right? If you're just all tete-a-tete with someone, like, oh, you're so mad about this thing, and so all of a sudden, like, you just get huge, mosquito on the windshield, right? What was that, a mosquito? So, resolve issues with expansion program. Just get really big. It's a very cool move. I highly recommend it. Let's do that right now. Just get really huge. It's one of the siddhis, of the 9 siddhis, becoming massive. Also, you can become tiny, super heavy, super light. Right now, we're just becoming massive. Let's just do that. Getting younger, getting massive, more loving, more full of love. More realized that you're the supreme I am force in a body. Aho. The Jedi talk. Okay, well, let's finish off with my favorite new song, which is, well, I've sung it the last 2 times. It's the Sting song that is kind of about what we're talking about, which is why I keep singing it. So it's just 2 chords for anyone that wants to play along, or it's just G and F. And he's got a more complex kind of what is it? It's kind of a ska beat going. Let's see if I can get it. In the empire of the senses, you're the queen of all you survey. All the cities, all the nations, everything that falls your way, I say. There is a deeper wave than this you don't understand. There is a deeper world than this tugging at your hand. Every ripple on the ocean, every leaf on every tree, every sand dune in the desert, every power we never see, I say. Love is the 7th wave, I say. Love is the 7th wave. Love is the 7th wave. Love is the 7th wave. Feel it rising in the cities. Feel it sweeping over land, over borders, over frontiers. Nothing will its power withstand, I say. There is a deeper world than this you don't understand. There is a deeper world than this tugging at your hand. Every ripple on the ocean, every leaf on every tree, every sand dune in the desert, every power we never see, I say. Love is the 7th wave. Love is the 7th wave. All the bloodshed, all the anger, all the weapons, all the greed, all the armies, all the missiles, all the symbols of our fear, I say. Love is the 7th wave. Love is the 7th wave. Love is the 7th wave. At the still point of destruction, at the center of the fury, the angels, all the devils, all around us, can't you see? There is a deeper wave than this tugging at your land. There is a deeper wave than this you don't understand. In the empire of senses, you're the queen of all you survey. All the cities, all the nations, everything that falls your way, I say. There is a deeper wave than this tugging at your hand. There is a deeper world than this you don't understand. Namaste, everyone. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out and being part of our transmission. And hope you feel the love. I feel the love. And thank you, thank you. I will connect to you on Facebook shortly. So just signing off from Oak Park, California. Namaste. Beautiful day, beautiful evening.